Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the webinar series we're creating here at Yalo. My name's Santiago. I'm a UX writer, and I want to talk to you about creating memorable conversational experiences. I want to give you some insights and raise some questions on how to design memorable conversational experiences. So people have conversations every day, right? You talk to your girlfriend or boyfriend, you talk to friends and family, you talk to the people pouring coffee. And these conversations happen almost seamlessly. So, how do we transfer the quality of these experiences into a chat interface inside a phone or a desktop where there is no direct human interaction? We create an emotional connection between the user and your brand through enjoyable conversational experiences. So let's look into some of the best practices a conversational designer should take into account when crafting these experiences. As I said before, the aim is not to give you straight answers or a defined MO. We want to raise some questions that you can then answer by yourself and your team. Let's begin. All right, so first off, we need to focus on what matters to the users. What are they really after? Design conversations that work for the users in their context and expectations. Take into account not only their needs but also their emotions. What is your user's mental and emotional states when they message you? In short, you need to know the user, know your user. Instant messengers are private spaces, so you don't want to invade the user's privacy, otherwise, you might get blocked. Right, so now we need to think about quantity as well. We need to give the user only as much information as is necessary. So think about how much info are you feeding the users with. Does it add any value at the stage of the conversation? Timing is everything in this case, so try to share just enough info for the user to be interested without feeling overwhelmed. And also focus on precise instructions. The user will be grateful to know exactly what he or she will achieve throughout the conversation, so be mindful about that as well. And besides the amount of info we're feeding the users, we need to think about the quality because users don't have much time to invest in a chatbot conversation. That's the plain truth. Nevertheless, if we are capable of sharing useful information that will constantly speak to them, they will then speak to us. So, what type of content are you creating? Is it valuable for the user as it is for the company? Solve some pain points the user might have and create a useful experience. Companies sometimes can misinterpret what they think the user needs to what the user is actually looking for. So please do some research. Then after you've done some research, then you can really be relevant because relevant content can go and will go all the way. Contribute only with the information that is important to the topic of conversation. If people are asking you about chocolate, don't talk to them about something else. Another important thing about content is not what you say, but how you say it, really. This is really a game changer here. You can have all the high quality, relevant info placed inside the conversation, and the conversation might run smoothly and naturally. But if you fail to communicate clearly, all efforts will be deemed useless. If you communicate in a simple, amicable way, people will engage and they will come back. Loyal customers are hard to create and ever harder to retain. So, conversational experiences are a massive way to engage with people and them with your company. In the end, language really is the glue that makes the experience stick. Do take the time to craft some concise and clear copywriting. So, that's it, guys. We've come to the end. Before we go, I want to share some quick and useful tips for the whole design process. So the first time we've talked about already, but we have to be clear, we can't share ambiguous content, otherwise the user will get confused and leave the conversation. And also allow users to go back if necessary. If they make a mistake, they must have a way to undo it. Repeat important information throughout the conversation. This will help the users remember it when it matters the most and also prevents a lot of mistakes. So when you're designing or writing the conversation, you need to read out loud. You can identify if the copywriting sounds a bit robotic or if it's really human-like. Also, don't forget to design for channels. That's not the same to talk to people through WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, or if it's a voice interface even. So be mindful about that. And finally, please make information scannable and help the user find the important and relevant information they're looking for. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. As I said before, see you on the next episode. We'll be talking about some interesting things as well. And make sure you subscribe. And that's it. Thank you and goodbye.